a little bit. Move it over here. Put it up. That might do. Let's take what you know in your heart, scale it up a little more. Move it down here. This is all very rough. Okay, what you know in your heart. The leading is a little wide, or whatever the technical term is for that. Let's tighten it up. Loose is probably the term, because I was tightening it up. Oh. I only want that line. There we go. Scale this up some more. Okay, pretty huge. Never let the odds keep you from doing what you know in your heart. Okay, what you know in your heart. Let's twirl down text. Don't need the transform. Animate. Opacity. Opacity should be 0. Great. Range selector 1. Keyframe for offset. Lovely. Advanced, we do two things. Words and smoothness. 0. Hit U, and there we go. Keep you from doing what you know, what you know. So let's sync this up with our dialogue. What? We want to see what? There it is. What? Okay. K for you. You. K. No. K. In. K. Your. K. Heart. Let's hit the N and see what that goes like.
Never let the odds keep you from doing what you know in your heart. Never let the odds keep you from doing what you know in your heart. Never let the odds keep you from doing what you know in your heart. Never.
Almost there. Now, naturally, because you're a clever designer, you would do things like have a more interesting backdrop, perhaps. You would change the color of the type. You would do all kinds of things. You would use a different font, perhaps. Maybe you would use all caps because the voice is so masculine. Who knows? There's the other line. And the last line is, you were meant to do. What are we going to do with that? Let's figure something out. Let's just think for a second. You were meant to do. You were meant to do. What you know in your heart. Oh, I remember now. Okay. We're going to push into the E in heart, because what you know in your heart, we're going to go inside the heart. Isn't that clever? And that is where you will see, because we're in a hurry, the one line, you were meant to do. That is going to be inside the E. So, you were meant, where is it? It's over there. Let's make it white. Boom. Let's rotate it. I believe it should be 180. There we go. Move it over. Okay. And let's plan our camera move. Remember, the second one should be a hold keyframe. So let's select those. Right click with the mouse. Toggle hold keyframe. Very good. Let's go to where the next line appears. Move back. Using the page up key, 1, 2, 3, and set keys, boom, there. Change them back to regular keyframes. Move forward 3 frames, and let's move the camera in. That's where we want to be. Let's move it up. There we go. And move it over. Now it's up to you how far in you want to be. Maybe you want to fill the screen with it, or maybe you don't. But I think we'll just try this. You might want to push in so much that you don't entirely recognize it as an E, that it's more of an abstract shape. Under that situation, we would want to take you were meant. Let's lock everything else, by the way. You were meant, what's the size of that? 41, shrink it down. Hit V to move it around. You want it a little smaller. Let's center it, actually. Boom. Drag it over. There we go. That way when we scale it, or whatever we do with it, it does it from the center. Just for now, let's do it that way. Okay, what you were meant to do. So the camera has pushed in. It hasn't changed its orientation. That's lovely. It doesn't have to change its orientation on every shot. Let's take you were meant to do. Now twirl down your text. There we go. Hide the transform. Don't need it. Animate. Guess what? Opacity. Opacity. Set it to 0. Range selector. Boom. Keyframe for offset. That's 1 and 2 and 3. Okay. Hit U. Boom. We see nothing, but we actually want to see U here. So there we go. U. Hit K. Were. Hit meant. Meant. Hit 2. And do. That could be the end of it. Let's see what that looks like.
Never let the odds keep you from doing what you know in your heart you were meant to do. Never let the odds keep you from doing what you know in your heart you were meant to do. Never let the odds keep you from doing what you know in your heart you were meant to do.
Okay. One last thing. What you know in your heart looks not that great. Who cares? There you have it. A very quick and dirty text animation. Yours will be much more clever, I'm sure. And we should save this. And have a good day.